Welcome to the e-learning channel of Balurghat Mohila Mahavidyalaya. Today I will discuss an easier topic, the swim bladder and scales of fishes. It is under Unit 5, DC3, second semester. Before going to the main thing, I would like to say something about swim bladder. In most of the bony fishes, a characteristic sac-like chamber is found below the kidney, above the gut. This is called swim bladder or gas bladder or air bladder. It resembles or it occupies the same region with that of the lungs of higher vertebrates, so that it is regarded as homologous to the lungs. It acts like a hydrostatic organ. It is originated as a pouch budded from esophagus. In closer view, you will find that swim bladder is essentially a tough sac-like structure with an overlying capillary network. Beneath the capillary network, there lies a connective tissue layer, which is called tunica externa. And below this layer, there lies another layer, which is composed of smooth muscle fiber and epithelial gas gland. This layer is called tunica interna. The swim bladder is positioned between the gonads, below the kidney and above the gut. The connection between the swim bladder and the esophagus may be lost or atrophied or may be retained throughout the life. The secretory gases of swim bladder are mainly oxygen, nitrogen and a little amount of carbon dioxide. Depending on the presence of duct, that is ductus pneumaticus, the swim bladder is categorized into two major types. Number 1, physostomous swim bladder. Number 2, physoclistus swim bladder. In case of physostomous swim bladder, the ductus pneumaticus is present between the esophagus and the swim bladder. Here the bladder is supplied by a vessel from ciliaco-mesenteric artery, and the blood is conveyed from the bladder to the heart via a vein joining the hepatic portal vein. In case of physoclistus swim bladder, the ductus pneumaticus may be lost or atrophied. The degenerating ductus pneumaticus becomes a gas absorbing organ that is oval. Here, an anteroventral gas gland and a posterior-dorsal gas absorbing region are found, that is called oval. So, here the bladder and the oval and the gas gland is supplied by ciliaco-mesenteric artery and other arteries from the dorsal aorta, and the blood from the gas gland is conveyed to the heart by the hepatic portal vein, and the blood from the rest of the gland is conveyed to the heart by the posterior cardinal vein. So this is the main features of swim bladder or air bladder of most of the bony fishes. This picture clearly depicts the position of swim bladder in a cross section of a teleost fish. If you see in details, then you can find the swim bladder is positioned above the gut and below the kidney. The red dot indicates the dorsal aorta and the blue dot indicates the nerve cord. It is a cross section of a teleost fish, and this is the position of swim bladder in a bony fish. As I have said already, that there are two types. The first one is physostomus and the second one is physoclistus. In case of physostomus, there is a connection that is called ductus pneumaticus is present between swim bladder and the gastrointestinal tract. And in case of the second one, that is physoclistus swim bladder, there is no connection between the gastrointestinal tract and the swim bladder. The picture is little bit hazy, but you can find that when the swim bladder is originated, it is budded off from esophagus as a small pouch, but after development there remains a connection with esophagus. The connection is called ductus pneumaticus. But in case of physoclistus type, initially there was a connection between swim bladder and the esophagus, but the connection is atrophied, and after development there is no connection between swim bladder and the gastrointestinal tract. You can find that this is the anterior chamber, this is the posterior chamber, and this is the gas absorbing region. This picture clearly shows you the gas absorbing region, which is called oval, and this is a network which is called rete mirabili. This is highly vascular and tightly packed capillaries which form a mass called rete mirabili, and this is a typical physoclistus swim bladder. The function of swim bladder includes hydrostatic function, adjustable float, maintain proper center of gravity, respiration, resonator, and production of sound. At first, we consider the hydrostatic function. It is primarily a hydrostatic organ and helps to keep the weight of the body equal to the volume of the water the fish displaces. It also serves to equilibrate the body in relation to the surrounding medium by increasing or decreasing the volume of gas content. In the physostomus fishes, the expulsion of the gas from the swim bladder is caused by way of ductus pneumaticus. But in case of physoclistus fishes, the gas is removed by diffusion. The swim bladder also acts as an adjustable float to enable the fishes to swim at any depth. When the fish likes to sink, the specific gravity of body increased. When it ascends, the swim bladder is distended and specific gravity is diminished. It helps to maintain the center of gravity by shifting the contained gas from one part of it to the other part. You can see that there is low air in swim bladder and the fish is a greater depth. But in case of more air in swim bladder, the fish is in lower depth. So, the another function is respiration. In water in which oxygen content is considerably low, the oxygen produced in the bladder may serve as a source of oxygen. It also functions as a resonator. The swim bladder intensifies the vibrations of sound and transmits these to the ear through the Weberian ossicles. The production of sound is the function. The swim bladder helps in the production of sound, and the circulation of contained air inside the swim bladder causes the vibration of the incomplete septa. The sound is produced as a consequence of vibrations of incomplete septa present on the inner wall of the swim bladder. The sounds may also be produced by compression of the extrinsic and intrinsic musculature of the swim bladder. Now you will be learning the next part, that is scales in fishes. Before starting, I have to say that the study material is also provided. You can obtain it from our college website. So there are mainly 5 types of scales: cycloid, ctenoid, ganoid, placoid, cosmoid. Cosmoid is similar to placoid but more fused form. The placoid scale is generally found in cartilaginous fishes, that is shark, rays, etc. It is also called dermal denticle and is structurally homologous to vertebrate teeth. Now the cycloid. Cycloid is generally found in carp, salmon, and the third one is ctenoid. Ctenoid with some teeny teeth in its bottom is found in bass, perch, etc. Then the ganoid. Ganoid is found in some ancient fishes, that is sturgeon, paddlefish, and there are other types also which were found in primitive fishes, that is elasmoid, thelodont scales that are generally found in some lungfishes in ancient environment. So the scale is a small rigid plate that grows out of the skin of a fish. You can see there is a picture showing cycloid scale and ctenoid scale. The skin of most fishes is covered with protective scales which can provide effective camouflage through the use of reflection and coloration, as well as possible hydrodynamic advantages. You can find some concentric lines of growth, and the nucleus is positioned centrally, and here the structure is more or less same. The concentric lines of growth, there is a nucleus also, and in the bottom line there is some tooth-like structure, that is teeny teeth are found in the bottom line of ctenoid scale. Most fishes are also covered in a layer of mucus or slime which can protect against pathogens such as bacteria, fungi, virus, and reduce surface resistance when fish swims. Scales are part of fish's integumentary system and are produced from the mesoderm layer of dermis. Here you can see the placoid scale of Scoliodon, and I had said earlier that it is called dermal denticle because it is homologous with vertebrate teeth, and this is the opening of pulp cavity like a tooth, and this is the basal plate, and those are the spines. And this is a picture of ganoid scale which have found some ancient fishes. So that's all for today. Thank you.